Hey guys, okay, so I'm actually going to combine um 4th through 6th grade together since it's all was at the same school and it's all public school. So if you watched my previous video, which was my um throughout the years 3rd grade, I told you I'm not doing my birth all the way up to 2nd grade because I don't really remember it. And I also told you I was in private school. So 4th grade, it was my first year in public school, and I was so nervous because I'm like, I'm a private school student. How does public school work? So I kind of went based off of TV shows, which if you are in private school, don't do. Whatever you do, don't do that. Because TV shows make it way more dramatic. You don't. They have teachers there. It's kind of like private school, but no uniform. Well, it depends on the school. But my school didn't have any uniforms. And I remember there were two classes, and I was so like confused that there was only one teacher because I was so used to having two teachers. I'm like, two, there's one teacher. What happens if that teacher's sick? And I remember the teacher explaining to me, if one of us are sick, then we get a substitute. I'm like, what's a substitute? And she's like, someone that comes in and teaches the class for us. I'm like, okay. And I was like, weird. Why don't you just have a second teacher in case you're sick? I was so out of it. Everybody's like, that's stupid. I'm like, well then. I remember in 4th grade, they did this sheet. Actually, they did it all 3 years I was in that elementary school. They did this sheet, and it's because each year we always had a new kid, and so they did it so the new kid would feel welcome and then know a whole bunch of stuff about him. And so I was the new kid, and everybody would come up to me and fill out the sheet. And the sheet was like, who's wearing rings? Go have the person who's wearing a ring sign your paper. Have somebody who's right-handed sign your paper. Have someone who's left-handed sign your paper. Have someone who's both-handed sign your paper. With both hands. Have whoever like has pets sign your paper. Like that. Whoever has a sibling sign your paper. So it was like that, and I was like, okay. And of course, I'm both-handed. I was wearing a ring that day. I was wearing my mom's engagement ring because I remember I found it and I decided to wear it for some reason because it was like, well, it was like a ring when my mom was happy. She got it when she was happy, and so I'm like, maybe it'll make my luck good. And I had to wear it on my thumb because it's so big. And I was like, everybody's like, oh, you have a thumb ring? I'm like, yeah. And then one chick walked up and was like, that looks like an engagement ring. I'm like, it's my mom's engagement ring. It's not mine. I'm like, too young. So, yeah, no. Bleh. But that year was actually kind of entertaining because I was a freshman. I was a freshman. I was fresh meat, I guess you could say, because I came from a private school. I didn't come from another public school. I was totally new to the public school thing, and so many kids kids had a chance to like get me in trouble because I would think, oh, every kid does it. No kid did, which is why I kind of liked it a little bit more. Looking back, I kind of wish somebody did get me in trouble because then I'd have like a bad girl rep, and for some reason, a lot of people there liked that. I made two friends throughout one girl. So my first day, we had recess, and I was kind of sitting there alone. And well, I was sitting, and then I got yelled at for sitting there because I guess you weren't supposed to sit there, and I didn't know. So then I started walking around, like I started like pacing back and forth on the thing, like on a balance beam thingy. And one chick girl walks up to me. I remember I called her M because I forgot her name, and I remembered her name started with an M. So I just called her M, and she kind of kept that nickname all till now, actually. And so she introduced me to all of her friends, Gigi and all of them. That's not the girl's real name, that's her nickname. And then through that girl, I met my friend who is actually on YouTube. Her name's Kristen. She doesn't do a beauty channel. She kind of just has a YouTube channel just for random stuff. Her and her family do. I'm not going to give out her YouTube name because, I don't know, I just find that kind of weird. And then my other friend who used to have a YouTube channel named Bri. That's not her full name. I just call her Bri. Because I don't know if she still wants her name on YouTube. Me and her used to have a YouTube video up, and kind of took it down because it's really old, and I don't know. I just looked really weird in it. Me and my friend Kristen, I think we still have our YouTube video up, and in that video was the first time I ever wore makeup. So yeah, it was really cool. I actually in 4th grade I experienced a weird feeling, not like that kind of weird feeling. It was actually like a crush. I began to like develop this crush on this guy. He was like the cutest guy in the school, but he knew I was a private school student, like private school student, and so he was kind of like eh. But when I kind of move on to 6th grade, I'll tell you more. But also I was in special ed, as I told you guys that in my one video. I actually got out of special ed third 6th grade after Christmas break. Yeah, that was awesome. But I had to stay through the whole thing, the rest of the other 2 years and half a year. But yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I didn't like reading out loud though. That was like my one big pet peeve. I hate reading out loud because then everybody would make fun of my accent. I don't think I have an accent, but apparently I do. Because some words like orange, car, barbecue, I say funny, I guess. I think it's because of the R's. It's just the way I heard them when I was really little. It's in my the grade video how I told you about my tooth and stuff. I actually have a scar behind my ear from it. Yeah, and in my ear. Anyway, so yeah, but 4th grade, it was interesting just because it was kind of my first year of public school, and I was like, ooh. And I made 2 new best friends, and I began having a crush on somebody, of course. Then in 5th grade was kind of more boring, but we got to switch between classrooms because they were trying to get us ready for high school, I guess, in 5th grade. So for math and science, we would switch classrooms. And I remember my math teacher. She was so cool. Her name was Miss Casper. I love that. Miss Casper. She was the most amazing teacher. I did ask her if I could use her name in this video. I emailed her. She's like, oh, sure, and stuff, but that kind of also gets away where she's teaching. Don't go in and be like, hey, where's Miss Casper? I heard you on a YouTube video. Don't do that, because she'd be like, I don't even know you. I don't care that she used my name on there, but still. But I don't even know if she's still teaching there. I had an email from a long time ago. But yeah, I had her, and she kind of helped me a little bit more because I got so frustrated when I had to write stuff because we had these little journal things we had to write in, and they had specific topics. And I remember I get so mad because I couldn't do it. One time I ripped mine up and threw it against the wall and threw a piece of paper at my mom. And so, yeah, 5th grade was really boring, but my crush developed more for that one guy. 6th grade came along, and I was getting into the swing of public schools and stuff. The beginning of the year really boring and all that. So that was just really boring. And so more towards the end, we had this continuation thing, and we were getting ready for it. Like we were practicing and stuff, and I finally told my friends about my little crush on the guy, and so they told me to ask him out. I asked him out. He said maybe, and then like 2 to 3 days later, he said no. And I completely forgot I even asked him out, and I felt so bad because I was like, no to what? And he's like, you asked me out. I'm like, oh. I'm like, sorry, I forgot. And he kind of walked away. I'm like, oh, sorry. And I was like, oops, sorry. I swear I have short-term memory loss sometimes. Yeah. But then on continuation day, you had to wear like nice clothes. I didn't wear a dress or a skirt because I was like, I just got out of like 4 years of doing that. I'm not doing it again. So I just wore like jeans and a t-shirt. But that was actually the first time anybody saw me with makeup on. It was so funny. I had my mom put my makeup on because I'd never put makeup on before. She did foundation, lip gloss, blush, eyeliner, mascara. She highlighted my eyebrows a bit. Just make them a little darker because my hair was like really dark then. It was my natural color, which my eyebrows don't actually even match my natural hair color, which you can't even see. She did eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, all of that. Everybody thought I looked beautiful and stuff, and of course it was the last day of school, so I was like, ha! Um, so yeah, and then, half of them I didn't even see again. I didn't see my friend Bri, because she went to a different middle school. So that's that. Now I'll be making my 7th grade one after this. Of course, I decided just to get all of them out of the way because I only do have a little bit of them. I have my 7th grade and 8th grade one next, and that's it because I'm not even in high school yet. I'm going to be a freshman next year. So yeah, but I'll kind of make a video of what I'm expecting in high school and all that. Bye.